Hello my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. Today I'm doing a reading on the topic, what will your future spouse, your soulmate, your twin flame or your special person think and feel when they look at you the very first time. So this reading specifically is going to focus on that moment, what is going through them as they are looking at you. This is not a reading that will focus on first meeting or first impressions as such. I've already done a reading on both of these topics and they are on my channel if you wish to see it. But this is going to focus on the moment they lay their eyes on you the very first time. What are they feeling? What are they thinking? What do they notice about you? Is it your outfit? Is it how you move, how you talk? What is going through them? So that is what this reading will focus on, and we have 3 groups as always. So for group number 1, if you are drawn to this flower, then you are pile number 1, and I will put the timestamps in the description so you can click on your reading. Alternatively, you can also stay for a little prayer ritual that I always do before all of my readings, but it's not mandatory. If you are drawn to this card, then you are group number 2. Allow yourself to be drawn to the imagery and the energy. You don't have to select one of these pictures with your eye. Just allow yourself to be drawn to one of these and you'll know that is your pile. And we have group number 3. So as I mentioned, the timestamp is in the description. You can go ahead and click to watch your reading. I am going to go ahead with my prayer ritual that I always do. Firstly, I would like to start with thanking all of you for being patient and letting me take my time. I put a lot of energy into my reading, so my recovery time is also big. But thank you so much for supporting me and giving me your love. And I hope that this reading makes you happy. If you have any future reading suggestions that you would like to see on my channel, please post them in the comments. If I can, I will definitely give you a reading on your topic. So let's start the prayer. Let's start by inhaling gently, slowly. And now, slowly exhale. You can inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds. And then again, you can hold your breath for 4 seconds. This is called as the box breath technique. If you are someone that suffers from anxiety or high blood pressure, hypertension, you have a lot of worries, then this might be something that helps. Now, I'm gonna start with cleansing my space. Universe, Spirit, please cleanse this space. Please cleanse my energy. I gently cleanse the energy field, the aura of my dear viewer, watching this prayer, watching this reading. Now that my energy is cleansed and my soul family is ready to receive the reading, I call upon the spirit guides, angels, ancestors, light beings watching over my group number 1, 2, and 3. I call upon you with divine love and gratitude. Please stay with me as I move through the reading and help me channel and give the most accurate reading to my group number 1, 2, and 3, my soul family. Today, I choose to feel what I feel and to step into my power fully, to step into my presence. I thank my soul family for always supporting me, for giving me their love. For all of you that have booked your personal readings with me, I always keep you in my prayers. I'm sending you divine light and sending you my love. And before I close this prayer, I would just like to say thank you, my dear loves, for always supporting me and joining me today for this new reading. I now close this prayer. I will see you at your reading. Hello and welcome, my loves. If you chose group number 1, you chose these beautiful flowers. This is the card that you chose, then this is going to be your reading. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like they feel an immense kind of pull towards you, but I don't think it's negative, okay? But I do feel like they feel super attracted to your essence, your truest essence at the core. It's not just your physical appearance. I feel like it's almost like, you know how sometimes you're so magnetized by someone, your body kind of wants to move towards them. I feel like that is how your person will be feeling. That is how your future spouse will sort of feel magnetized towards you, as if they feel compelled to approach you, to come speak to you. There is some sort of a compelling, it's almost like you've cast magic on them. I don't know if you have, I don't know if you do spells, if you're into witchcraft or anything like that, but even if you're not, I feel like this is just the spell of your energy, okay? And I feel like their energy recognizes you. And I feel like this is even before they have looked at you. If you are in the same room as them, they'll know that someone here is different. You know, they'll think that someone here is different. Oops. I am going to start with what I'm seeing. I also feel like they won't be able to tell why they're feeling so pulled. They just know that they feel like compelled to speak to you. And I feel like this is spirit. This is spirit sort of asking them to move. But it's not that they are asking. It's almost like your person is just going to feel compelled when they see you. So there is a lot of S energy to this pile. I don't know, you could be my Scorpios, but you don't have to be. But I do feel like the magnetism that you hold, I feel like, especially if you're a woman, there's a lot of men that feel very pulled towards your essence, towards your S energy. Now, S energy is life energy. Okay, so just because I'm saying that, okay, the pull is kind of sexual, doesn't mean that it's bad or that they love only your physicality or something like that, because that is not true. And also for you, I was taken to paint a heart, and so I feel like it could be for love and first sight, but I feel like the term love and first sight is too trivial because it's recognition. I feel like they recognize your soul. They'll know that it's you in the flesh, it's you in the 3D, and you are the person. You are their person. I feel like your person will know that strongly. And I feel like you might be the person who's like, I don't know who this person is, you know. You might be the one who's sort of like, you'll take your time with your soulmate. You know, you're not going to force things. You know, I feel like you have that attitude of like, oh, if it's meant to be, it will be. And I feel like if you are the feminine, that's a good attitude to keep, because let the masculine energy come to you. Okay, so that is a heart that I'm seeing. Also, I feel like you take up a lot of space in their head immediately. The moment they lay their eyes on you, I feel like their head is just, their body is flushed. I feel like there is a clear physical reaction that your person will feel when they look at you the very first time. And it might not make sense to even them, but it is obvious and it is true. And there is for this pile especially, I feel that there is an obvious physical, visceral reaction to seeing you. Most definitely. I'm hearing the Lana Del Rey song, but I don't know the name. I think she's singing like evil. She's definitely evil, most definitely. But I'm not saying that they think you're evil. That's just a song that I'm hearing, because I feel like your magnetism is so high that it's like they might not be able, like I said, right? Like they think you're a witch or something, or they feel like it doesn't make sense to them. But because this union is divine, that's why they feel such a pull towards you. It's not that it's evil or something like that. It's just that the union between both of you is divine. I feel like your person is going to be really happy when they see you from afar. Like the first time that they lay their eyes on you, they're very happy. It's almost like this feeling of a child in a candy store, looking for their favorite candy, and they've found the candy. Not that I'm objectifying you, I'm not. I'm just saying that you will soon become their favorite person. Also, I feel like when your person thinks about you or thinks about talking to you, they feel this I'm floating on cloud nine kind of feeling. But I feel like you are the one who's magnetic, group number one. So they are going to feel super, super pull towards you, and it's not going to make sense. I wish I could tell you what they are thinking, but I'm not getting any thoughts as such. It's like their head is empty and they're not thinking about anything. They're trying to make sense of the attraction that they feel for you, why they feel so pulled towards you when they first lay their eyes on you, and they're trying to make sense of it. They're trying to like mentally understand, like I shouldn't be having such a visceral reaction to group number one, but they do. And I don't think they are going to know what hit them. It's like you hit them out of nowhere, group number one. Okay, I feel like there could be people that try to keep you away from each other, but it's not gonna work. Group number 1, it's not going to work. Whatever their agenda is, they won't succeed. And I don't feel like it's evil. It's not evil, but maybe like their friend or your friend or someone pulls like, or pulls one of you away and is like, oh my god, let's go there, like not towards the right where group number 1 is, like let's go there. And because I feel like people know something about people knowing that you two would get along very well and you two would become like a great couple or something, and they are like not want. I'm not saying that all of your friends are like that, and that is not what I'm saying, but you are so magnetic, group number 1, that people might be secretly jealous of you, secretly jealous of your energy. Now you are spirit's child, group number 1, so the things that you manifest so easily, I'm getting like, how people are jealous of wizard Liz. I know things that have happened and all that, but people are jealous of wizard Liz, okay? And she's such a kind and beautiful soul who never wished bad for anybody, and I don't think she does want to do that. But again, I feel like there are people that are jealous of her, that she's getting a lot of hate unfortunately and blah blah blah. But anyway, like I feel like you might be misunderstood a lot, or you might be, because your energy is so magnetic and you pull people towards you very effortlessly. If you're a woman, you pull men to you effortlessly. I don't think you're trying to chase them, they come to you. And I feel like some of the females around you might not feel so good about that, to put it mildly. Like they wish they could pull someone the way you do, okay? But they're not going to be able to, because you have to do the work, you have to do the inner work, and they are not ready to do that, group number 1. So keep doing you. Again, I didn't want to take this reading to like a negative tone or something, but I just wanted to say that they are not going to succeed, because your divine union with your soulmate is meant to be. So they could try to pull you apart. They could try to pull you apart. It is not going to work. It's not going to work, group number 1. I feel like you should just keep focusing on yourself, because if this is a man, he is noticing you first. And again, I feel like his head is empty, or her head is empty, or their head is empty. They don't have thoughts that I'm tapping into. Like I don't hear anything when I tap into their energy, because they're so like trying to contain themselves. They're so busy trying to be like, oh my gosh, like, do not flinch, do not blush, like do not shake. Their hands might shake, not because they're nervous, but because your energy feels so regal, feels so big. I'm getting Leo energy, so you could be like a Leo Scorpio. You don't have to be, but you could be. And I'm getting that this is divinely orchestrated. So when they look at you, oh my gosh, universe just showed me something, group number 1. Universe was like, this is a pupil, okay? The pupil of the eye, the black part in the eye, I think it's called pupil, right? And they have a heart in it. I'm just realizing this could be like the emoji, with the heart eyes. This is literally that. But they made me paint it in sort of like this deep lilac red sort of shade and blue. But I'm just realizing they're gonna have heart eyes for you, group number 1. The moment they look at you, the first glance, the first time they lay their eyes on you, heart eyes. I feel like somewhere they might know that you are their person, but they think that you don't know that they are your person, or like, will you accept them? So they might hesitate, they might like bring you flowers or sort of ease you into the connection gently and be like, I feel like you are someone who doesn't trust easily, which is fine and understandable. So I think you might not fully like open up to this person quickly, even if it is your soulmate. Like, you don't know that, right, in the beginning, that it's your soulmate. So you know, I feel like you're taking your time. You don't want to rush romantic connections. And I see that in you, group number 1. And I think that that's great. So whatever these people are trying to do, they are not going to succeed, because this is a love that is meant to be. This is a love that will come into union, and they will look at you. Like, even if people try to keep you apart, I feel like something will happen, some serendipity, and they will look at you. They will look in your direction, and they will be like, oh my god, who is this pile number 1? Like, woo, you know. Not like the way I said it, but like, who's group number 1? Oh my gosh, who's that? Like, it's kind of like this subdued sort of energy. Like I feel like their whole, like, the first time they look at you, their energy is just like you know, like the head empty, no thoughts. What they are feeling, they're feeling everything. They're trying not to feel. That is what they are doing. They're like, oh my god, don't be nervous, don't shake. Like, it's just your magnetism. I feel like you hold a lot of power, group number 1. So when you meet your soulmate, when you meet your future spouse, you're going to be fully aligned and fully, like, set in your power, and you will not be budged. So I don't see you chasing this person. So you hold a lot of power without knowing, group number 1. And I feel like deep down you are a romantic, but you don't give your heart away so easily, which, again, you know, not judging you for it at all. Keep, you know, do you whatever you wish to do. But that is it. That is what I'm seeing. I feel like they will want to come in with a romantic connection. That is clear to them the first time they see you. It's clear to them that yes, it's going to be romantic. I mean, we literally painted a heart, right? So it's going to be very clear to them that yes, group number 1, you know, I would like to have a romantic relationship. They are the one. Like, I would like, this is my soulmate, you know. Maybe they are not consciously aware of it. For some of you, they're not consciously aware that you are important to them, but yes, I do see that they somewhere deep down, some part of them knows that you are supposed to be an important part of their journey, of their life. Yeah. And also, the S between you both is going to be amazing, off the charts amazing. But I will not go into the more explicit details in here on my YouTube. I do have some 18+ limited edition readings. If you would like to purchase those for a fraction of a cost, then please reach out to me on my email. But that is what I'm seeing. Is there anything else that I missed? And then I will close the reading. Ace of Wands. I'm seeing the card Ace of Wands, which is a tarot card. Ace of Wands usually represents a lot of fire, a lot of energy. So I feel like your person will approach you with a lot of energy when they do. That is what I'm seeing. I feel like they're trying to compensate for the nervousness, for like the restlessness, not nervousness, but the restlessness that your energy puts them in. I feel like you're someone who mostly is very still, very present, very grounded, powerful. You know, you're not trying to chase anything, you're not going after anything, you're just there having a good time, focused on yourself, and this person will come to you. So that is what is happening with you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you wish to book a personal reading with me, or if you wish to purchase any 18+ limited edition readings, you can reach out to me on the email address in the description. And I will see you in the next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to your guides, my guides, your higher self, my higher self, your future spouse, your soulmate's higher self, for helping me channel this beautiful painting for you. And this is what it looks like. It's not fully dry, but yeah, this is what it looks like. And thank you so much to this beautiful painting for helping me channel. And bye. Hello my dear loves. If you chose this beautiful picture, then you are group number 2. And the very first obvious thing that I am picking up is this word right here. So I feel like the very first time they lay their eyes on you, or maybe even before they have looked at you, I feel like they will notice how you smell or your perfume. Now, you could wear perfume. Even if you don't wear perfume, I feel like they'll be drawn to your natural scent. They'll be drawn to, I just heard pheromones, like they'll be drawn to something about smell is coming through strongly. So I feel like maybe I'm smelling the smell of flowers. So maybe if you use a perfume, it's floral based. It doesn't have to be, but that's just what I'm feeling. That's the first thing that they are going to notice. I think for some of you, for a small section of you, your person, your soulmate is going to turn around because they'll be like, oh my gosh, like who walked in right now? Like who is smelling this good? And I feel like it's you. They find out that it's you. My love, you are like a flower, so sweet and pure and fair. I feel like that is how they see you. That is how they see you. And before you guys begin to say that, oh, you just like taking these deliberately. No, I was actually going to get a deck, like in pretty much most of my readings I get a deck and then I pick out 3 cards, and that is what I choose for the pile selection part. But today I had these like flower vintage paper things with myself, and they were like, okay, you need to use this, and these 3 were the specific pictures that I was drawn to. So don't think that I put this deliberately, like I am saying this deliberately, like it's not real. No, I did not. I always allow spirit to intuitively guide me towards anything that has to do with readings and energy, especially here on my channel. So I allowed spirit to take me to one of the cards, and I've got a lot of cards in this. I'll just show you. Like there is a lot of cards, okay? So, and these 3 were the ones that spirit told me to pick out for you. So perfume, definitely 100%. I feel like you guys could be my water pile. You don't have to be, but I'm sensing air energy and water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You don't have to have these exact signs, but you could just have the energy. That is what I'm feeling with you. And I feel like the first time they look at you, I think they notice how delicate you are, or there is a certain softness to you. Even if like you could be a man and you don't have to be delicate, but nothing wrong with that. But I'm sensing that there's a certain softness. There's a certain like people feel safe in your energy. So even before they have spoken to you, even before maybe they've said hi, I feel like your energy sort of has a calming effect. And I feel like your energy generally does have a calming effect on people, but your soulmate is definitely going to feel it. I feel like you're someone who is sensitive, highly emotionally intelligent. This is one of my piles that is like that. I'm also seeing, like, if I just flip this horizontal like this, I'm seeing this place where it's cloudy and rainy. I'm not saying this is where they will look at you the first time, but there is some sort of significance here to like a cloudy sort of place. A cloudy, rainy day. And also, guys, it's raining outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is slightly raining outside my window. And I was drawn to this shade in particular. So, or maybe you live somewhere where it's cold, you know. I'm seeing mountains with a lot of fog. I'm sensing like gloomy days, rainy day. I feel like your energy is going to feel very nostalgic to them. It's almost like, you know how, like, for some readings I say that your soulmate is going to recognize that you are their soulmate, but here I'm almost getting like the opposite energy. I feel like firstly they might not recognize that you are their soulmate, but there is a pull towards you that is delicate, soft, safe. I feel like they sense that you are a very kind and beautiful person, and there is a very soft energy. It's almost like a very gentle energy. Like group number 1 was like fire, and group number 2 feels very fluid, water like almost. I'm seeing the masculine holding the feminine energy from behind like this, in a hug like this, and both of their eyes are closed. There is a serenity to both of them, and I feel like that is how your future spouse or your soulmate will feel. For group number 1 it was like super magnetic and super fiery. For group number 2, for you, I'm getting that firstly it feels safe. It feels like they can put all of their swords down, especially if your future spouse is a person who struggles with trust. I feel like your energy will sort of disarm them, because you are not someone who attacks. You are not someone who, I feel like you're very sensitive, and they like that. They honor that. Like if you are someone who's soft and vulnerable, I feel like your soulmate is someone who will definitely honor that. Again, I'm not like, this is one of those piles where like I feel so relaxed that I'm not even speaking a lot. But, and I apologize for that, group number 2, but I don't like to fill my readings with useless chatter. Like it feels like coming home. It feels like I have had a very stressful day, and I have not just stressful day, like I haven't slept in a while for a few days because I've been working so much and I'm so stressed, and finally I get to rest. I get to just put my head down and just relax. No expectations, nothing. This feels very beautiful. It feels like I'm watching the sunrise, but I'm watching the moon. Like if there is such a thing as moonrise, which I know is not, but it feels like I'm watching something like that. It feels so, it feels right, it feels beautiful. This is like a mini landscape, which I did not know would come through, because I've said this before in my readings, but if you're new here, you know, I don't control what I'm going to paint. I just sort of let spirit move through the brush and through the colors and the selection of the colors. And I feel like for you, it's less fire, it's more fluid. I feel like the reason why your soulmate or future spouse is going to feel pulled towards you when they first look at you is because your energy feels so, so safe. It's like coming home. It's homecoming. I just heard homecoming. Your smell, no wonder they are obsessed with your smell. Like, no wonder your smell catches their attention. You don't even have to wear perfume if you don't wish to. But something about your smell, like your divine essence, is something that they are going to be obsessed with later in the future as well. And I feel like it is volcanic. The way what they feel for you is volcanic, but it's subdued at the same time. You know, when you think of volcanoes, it's like just this molten liquid lava everywhere, like molten fire, right? Like liquid fire, literally. And I do feel that they have a passion for you, but for some reason it's getting subdued. Like, it's almost like they want to protect you first. You know, they want to take care of you. They want to make sure that you feel safe with them, because you make them feel like that without even trying. Group number 2. Also, if you guys have babies in the future with your future spouse, you want to have a family, I feel like your kids will be light beings. Your kids will be like crystal children, or I don't want to say indigo children, but they will have sort of this very crystal like aura, very like connected to source and spirit. That is what I'm feeling with you. So I feel like even though this landscape looks very gloomy and like, you know, I feel a certain level of peace with this painting, and I feel like that is how you feel to your soulmate. You could be my Pisces, yeah, because there is a lot of Piscean energy. You could also be very creative. If you are coming here for the first time, you were led here definitely for a reason. It was not a coincidence, because my readings are super niche. You know, I don't know if everybody enjoys an art channeling reading, but that is how I like to do it, so that is how I am going to do it. But if you are a Pisces, again, Pisces, I see Pisces as one of the most watery signs, more watery than even Cancer, because Pisces have a certain level of empathy, fluidity, adaptability that other signs do not have. And Pisces, again, is the last sign, so it's like empathy without limits. You know, they are like love without limits. If you could think of boundlessness, I think of Pisces. So you could have that energy. Again, I reiterate, you don't have to be a Pisces to embody this kind of energy. You could resonate with this energy even if your sun sign is something different. Like, you could be an Aries, you know, but maybe you've got like a Pisces rising, or you've got some Piscean energy to you, maybe South Node in Pisces, and their soul will recognize your soul before you have spoken. And every time they unlock a new layer, I feel like they come back home to themselves. Like, maybe when they notice you, they smell you, like that sounds wrong, but like they sort of, maybe if they're close to you, they maybe smell you, and it's not intentional, it's not creepy, it's just that they are drawn to you. So, you know, your perfume might whiff off of you and they take a sniff, but they don't know what you look like, they don't know what your voice sounds like yet. So when you do speak, they'll know what your voice sounds like, and they're like, I want more, you know, I want more of group number 2. Like, what do they sound like, what do they look like, what is their daily hobbies, like what do they do on a any given day, what is their daily routine, what do they wish, what are their goals, what are their dreams, what do they dream about, Group number 2, I feel like they really wish to know what you dream about. Also, when I see it from this angle, it's almost like you guys are coming out of like a super mountainous journey. Like you guys have had a difficult life, because again, which is not surprising because you are the empaths. Then I feel like you have been through a lot, and I see that you have gone through a lot of ego deaths, transformations, a lot of tower moments in your life, a lot of things that you had to overcome because you are sensitive and people didn't take you seriously. You know, they took you for granted. And I'm sensing that you are going straight into the arms of your soulmate. Like you will be falling straight into union, into wholeness, into completion. So if you guys can see, this is a granulating paint, so you can see that the pigment is separating a little bit. And I love this, like I love that about this color because it looks so beautiful. I feel like this is going to be a dream relationship for you, group number 2. This is going to be a dream relationship, and the sun is going to come back into your life. Yes, I did say moon, but I feel like the sun will really come back into your life. That is what I'm seeing for you. So 1818, as I say that was it for the reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you would like to book any 18 plus limited edition readings, then my email ID is in the description. You guys can reach out to me from there. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to this wonderful, beautiful painting for helping me channel for my amazing group number 2, their higher self, their future spouse, their soulmate, special person, twin flame, their higher self. Thank you so much for joining me today for this wonderful reading, and I will see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Hello my loves, if you chose group number 3, then you chose this beautiful card. This is going to be your reading. As I step into your energy, I'm feeling that you are rooted, grounded. I feel like you value a solid foundation, stability, structure. This is giving me King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, more 10 of Pentacles sort of energy, and I feel like this is your energy. You could be an earth sign, but you don't have to be. I just heard Pisces as well. Pisces is not an earth sign, it's a water sign. But you could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I feel like there is a certain structure, like there is a method to how you work. I feel like this is my pile that is very humble about themselves. Like you could be a Virgo, especially. Like Virgos are people that are so good at so many things. They are called perfectionists for a reason, but they're also very humble about it. They don't brag. They're probably the quietest person in the room. They are introverted. So if this resonates, you don't have to be a Virgo, but if the qualities that I mentioned resonate, then this is your reading. So please tap me into group number 3, please. Okay. I'm getting that the first time they look at you, group number 3, I feel like they are going to think that they know you. And this is not obnoxious. I feel like they might think that they know you from somewhere. And they might be partially right. Your future spouse could be a water sign, but they don't have to be. What is happening the very first time they look at group number 3? I feel like this is my pile that like could have a soulmate that is more on the quieter side, because I don't hear anything when I try to get messages. The time you meet this person, your soulmate, you're going to meet them at a time where you are feeling good about yourself. I feel like this is a time where you feel super proud of yourself. I feel like I just heard that you have phoenixed. You have phoenixed. So I feel like you will be noticed by this person when you are full. Yeah, you're definitely glowing. Group number 3, you're glowing. Okay, but let me get into what are they thinking and feeling the first time they look at group number 3. Group number 3, you are glowing. That's why they notice you. That's why I feel like there is some distance between you and your soulmate the first time they look at you. So I'm picking up on a certain distance. And your person is standing far from you. So they first notice you. and I feel like they don't know what to think. I feel like you're someone who's just glowing in the crowd, and I feel like at first they don't even have thoughts. They want to know who you are, group number 3, but they also, I feel like they don't know who you are. Yeah, they don't know who you are. They might ask someone to find out about you, but there is this energy of like, who's that butterfly, who's that angel. It's almost like you seem so ethereal to them, almost like non-human level ethereal. Group number 3. I feel like you're just having fun, like you're like a butterfly, you're having fun. I don't think you look at your soulmate. Yeah, I don't think you notice your soulmate, but they definitely notice you. They know, they want to know who you are. They are looking at you and they're like, who's that butterfly, who's that group number 3? There's something, you're grounded, but there's something air like about you. Like I feel like it sounds like, opposite, like, oh, someone is grounded and also like floating on the clouds, how can that be? But if you are grounded, you know who you are, you're stable, you feel good about yourself, right? You don't need somebody else's permission. Like you would automatically be happy and feel light in your energy because you're not carrying like things on your energy. And I feel like your soulmate is noticing that. You could be a combination of earth and air sign, but you don't have to be. So you could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or Libra, Aquarius. I'm also hearing Leo, Libra, Aquarius, and what's the third sign? Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. I feel like you're someone who's like super bright, cheery, or you will be. There's something complete about you. There's something like you've closed a cycle. With the butterfly, it represents the metamorphosis. Like you've closed a cycle and you have stepped into your own energy when you meet your person. Group number 3. I sense that you're in a good place. You're in a good place, group number 3, when you are noticed by your future spouse, your soulmate. Let me just get more messages because I feel like I was really quiet in this reading. And it's not my intention, it's just that the energy here feels so relaxing. It's almost like when I try to hear, there's nothing specific coming through. Maybe it's supposed to be kept a secret from you. Okay. I feel like your future spouse might be clumsy. Your soulmate might be clumsy when they approach you or look at you. Let me get into energy and let me get some messages. You embody earth energy, and you embody like a fluid, I am floating on the clouds, I am in my own world sort of energy, both at the same time. I feel like these energies are not mutually exclusive to you, and I feel like when they look at you, somehow they pick that up in your energy. They pick up that you are someone who is grounded, you have that elder sibling sort of energy, you are someone who can give structure, you can give stability. Like you are a person who, if everybody leans on you, you've got it, like you've got it. But you're also someone who sometimes needs to lean on other people because there is a certain softness in your soul, group number 3. So I feel like you're okay with taking on responsibilities, but you shine best when you get to put your armor down, and like you get to be soft and gentle and loving, and you're not thinking too much, I feel like with this group specifically, they pick up on your energy a lot. I feel like they are straight up just picking up on your energy. Like they'll know who you are as a person, and you don't even have to be the kind of person that I described in this reading, but whoever your soulmate is, they will pick up on your energy. They will understand or feel into who you are. Maybe your soulmate is an empath. I'm getting that your soulmate could be a water sign, so like King of Cups energy, no matter the gender. Even if they're a female, I feel like this is giving very King of Cups energy, someone who's very emotionally intelligent, solid, who's done the work, sensitive, and they will not, especially if you're someone who's soft, like this is, your soulmate is the kind of person who will not make you feel bad for being gentle with the world or taking your time with things, or like being slow and being in your energy. Your soulmate will not be the kind of person who makes you feel bad if you want to do any of those things, because sometimes what happens is that a lot of sensitive souls that, let's say they have a lot of feminine energy, they don't have to have, because masculine souls are also sensitive, but feminine souls that are sensitive are forced to sort of like grind and work, and that might not be something that every woman or feminine energy oriented person wants. Some just want to live quietly and peacefully, and I feel like you are that group. I feel like you don't want a lot of fuss, you don't want I feel like you've had your fair share of challenges, and you are like, I just want to enjoy life now. And I feel like your soulmate is the kind of person who will. Now this union, for you guys specifically, group number 3, this union feels super complete. It's kind of like two opposites coming together, and they complement each other so well, so it feels really whole. I feel like your person brings a sort of energy that you had never had before, and I feel like this is way before you even speak to each other. Something about this bond feels ancient, like you've had a bond for lifetimes, not just on earth, but like you have lived together in other universes, in other lifetimes as other beings, and you have made a pact to sort of experience the earth life together. And I feel like they recognize that, which is why I feel like there's almost like I don't feel like they're thinking something, like your soulmate is not thinking something. They just sort of recognize you. They look at this butterfly, you know, your energy is like this butterfly. They just look at that and they're like, no words, but this is my soul. Like, not even my soulmate, but like, this is a piece of my soul, this is a part of my soul. But I don't feel like this is a twin flame relationship. It could be, but that is not the primary energy that I'm feeling, because twin flame relationships tend to be super intense and like chaotic, and nothing wrong with that. If, you know, there's people that love that, no judgment, go for it. But this just feels like calm, like a calm after the storm. Not calm before the storm, calm after the storm, after everything is over. You have been through a lot, and I feel like you learn your lessons and you come into union with each other together. And it's such a beautiful union. It feels stable, it feels grounded, and also at the same time it feels very fluid, like it's adaptable. You guys are willing and ready to listen to your intuition and be guided by your intuition, be guided by the divine to do something. This is my group, like this is my group that is super divine and like super ethereal, almost like non-human ethereal, which I sometimes I get this pile, which is rare, but I feel like today I got it. So you are that group. And yeah, I feel like that is all I'm getting for you. You're going to be very happy, group number 3. I feel like you need to hear that. You're going to be very happy, very fulfilled. You won't have to worry about anything. I'm just adding a final touch to the painting because I'm feeling it. People might try to pick you apart. It's not gonna work. It won't work. And that was it. This is what your painting looks like. It's not fully dry, but yeah, this is what it looks like. If you guys want to reach out to me to book a personal reading, personal painting reading, it could be tarot readings also, I offer that as well, then you can email me on my email ID in the description. And thank you so much for joining me today. You are a divine soul, group number 3, and I loved reading for you. I love tapping into your energy. I wish you all of the very best, and thank you to this beautiful painting for allowing me to channel for my divine group number 3. Thank you to your guides, thank you to your higher self, your future spouses, your soulmates, your special person's higher self. And yeah, I end the reading now. I hope you had fun. Bye.